like, I did forgive her in my heart, and I told her in words, so I hope that was sufficient.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got defensive. I don't think she really understood. She told me that, well, then I'll forgive you too, or something like that. And then I did forgive my father, and that was really cool because I haven't been that close to my father, like, emotionally, but that was, like, a really beautiful talk.
Yeah.
It's kind of mind-blowing, actually. Yeah, it was cool.
Claudia, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hey, Claudia.
Hi.
I had an aunt named Claudia. She did.
Awesome. I wanted to answer the biblical question.
To whom or what are you loyal and why?
So, this is like the first biblical question that I tried to answer. And at first, I thought it was really hard to come up with the answer, but then I thought about it, and I thought that I should be loyal to, like, God or my soul, or if I was married, my husband. But in reality, I think I'm loyal to my doubt and my fear and my worry.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
And do you have? Can you give me an example of you being loyal to your doubt, your fear, your worries?
Like, I want to love people, and I want to be open to life, but I'll allow myself to get frustrated or scared or anxious or even angry. And I think that that power hold it has on me just shows that I'm loyal to that, and I'm trying to overcome it, and I hope I will.
And what are you doing to overcome it?
I'm doing the silent prayer, and I forgive my parents.
How did that go when you went to your mother?
I was shaking like I am right now. And I feel like I wasn't really that present because it was such a weird experience for me, but I said the words, and I think I felt free after it, but after I forgave her, I've been doubting if I did it right. But I think, like, I did forgive her in my heart, and I told her in words, so I hope that was sufficient.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got defensive. I don't think she really understood. She told me that, well, then I'll forgive you too, or something like that.
Oh, God. Here's what I highly, highly recommend, Claudia. This thing that's telling you that you didn't do it, that you didn't do it right, it didn't happen, that's a lie. Let those thoughts pass, because that is the spirit of evil that made a home in your imagination and feelings. And it doesn't want to depart from you. So let that pass. Is not true. All thoughts, except practical thoughts about what type of car you want or what you want to have for dinner, but all thoughts are lies, so don't pay any attention to that. It's lying to you.
Okay, yeah. Like, I've been doubting it, but as I told you, I felt like, it wasn't true either.
Yes.
And then I did forgive my father, and that was really cool because I haven't been that close to my father, like, emotionally, but that was, like, a really beautiful talk.
Yeah.
It's kind of mind-blowing, actually. Yeah, it was cool.
There is nothing like returning to the Father. That's what every human being, man, woman, and child, are yearning for, is a return to the Father. It ain't about how much money you have or don't have. It's not about how many friends you have or don't have. It's not about the type of job you have or don't have. It's not about being married or not being married. It's not about being a drug addict or alcoholic. It's about a return to the Father.
But you mean like a mental return? Because I live overseas. I'm from Sweden, and I live in Montana.
Right. No,
but I feel like of the heart I return to him, but I'm obviously not there.
I am talking about 100% of the heart.
Okay. Cool.
100% of the heart.
Yeah, because that's another thing I think about, like, guilt. That I don't feel guilt about leaving my father, but I feel guilt about leaving my mother, which
Good.
is kind of crazy.
Yeah, don't feel guilty about that either. That's another setup from hell. You
Yeah.
are not guilty of anything. And so when the thought and feeling of guilt come, just know it's just another idea. It's another false identity. That's not you feeling guilty about anything. And the only reason this false identity is there because your mother made you feel guilty when you became angry at her as a child. The false identity of guilt is there, but it's not real.
Yeah. Yeah. If I ever have kids, I really hope that I won't be like that.
Well, if you continue to work on yourself as you're working on yourself now, overcoming this false self, there will be no way that you can do that to your children. You will only pass on love to your children because you will be of love. You will no longer be of anger. You will only be of love, and there would be no other choice but to pass on love.
Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah.
Because your nature is changing from anger to love. You're overcoming that old nature of hate, and you're taking on a new nature, which is of love, which is the nature of God. So you would only have love. You won't even try to have it. You just have it. It'll be who you are.
But I still feel like I'm not fully there. And I guess I just need to relax and just keeping with it, because I do see myself like having these like evil things at times come up.
Right. And when you see them, that's all you have to do, because it's not you. And don't tell yourself, I don't feel like I'm there. I don't feel there. That's another lie from evil. It's not you. And being there, when you're there, there's no thinking about being there. There's no thinking. Right. There's no thinking in there. You are home. And once you're home, you don't have to think about being home.
But something just came to mind with the silent prayer. Like, I don't want to take up too much time, but this is just such a good conversation. I sometimes when I do it, I just feel like it just feels so good to like connect to my like spirit or God, or I don't know what's happening, but when I go on with my day, I think back to it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss that like space. And it's so nice, because I think I've been running away from being still for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Always busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's what every human being are running away. They are running away from God by staying busy. And the world tells them, you need to be busy. The family tells them, if you're not busy, you're lazy, you have nothing going on, you're no good. And they're promoting evil and don't realize it, but you don't want to be busy. You want to slow down and let the truth catch up with you. And I know exactly what you mean, so here's what I recommend. Like during the day, when you catch yourself caught up in your thoughts again, thinking about the past or the future or whatever, just slow down and become aware of your body. Your body's in the present, and you'll be fine. Practice keeping your mind where your body is during the day.
Yeah.
And you will always be present. You will always be home. And there's nothing like being home. It's amazing.
Yes, it is. And with the people around me, like, I should just lead by example and not bring it up to them. Like,
only if they ask.
Okay.
If they ask you, you know what, Claudia, there's something different about you. You seem to be at peace. What happened? Then you can tell them, you can point them back to the Father. But if they don't ask, don't impose it on them, because it'll be like throwing pearls to swines.
Right.
They're not ready for it.
I've been secretive about it, but sometimes I'm like, it would be. But I feel like it sounds crazy, so I just don't want to tell anyone.
Right. Some people, most people, to be honest, when they find the truth, they go out just blabbermouthing to everybody, and they're doing it for the thrill of it. They're doing it because they want people to think they got it. They're home. They know God, and they get thrill from. It's like the Bible thumpers. Bible thumpers
Right.
get thrill from preaching the Bible to everybody. They doing it for
Yeah.
the ego, the thrill of it, not because it's real.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have gotten the thrills from that because that makes me cringe.
Well, even a cringe is a thrill.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Claudia, it's been amazing
Yeah.
talking to you. Call me again.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I will. Have a good day.
All right, and stay with it, and doubt all thoughts. Just let them pass.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Jesse.
All right, take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye now. Amazing.